What? Hello. What? Hello.
Alright. Alright. Enough of this. Enough of this. Welcome to Scribbled States. I'm back in my workflow. Nothing inherently too new about this, but I will just be kind of vibing out. Sorry if the music is a little too loud in the mic. Let me actually put that down a little bit more. Don't worry about it. It's copyright free. Ain't no strikes here. Shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. I'm gonna be doing some animation setup. Nothing too crazy, but originally I was gonna reuse assets, but I like the idea of making them completely new inside a suit. I think the hair is already on there. Just need the brows, pupils, glasses, and nose. Mouths. Okay. There we go. Body. Left arm. Right arm. This is just from the torso down, so it's not going to be anything too crazy. Probably going to use some deformers, simple deformers, get everything ready. I think the ears I'm going to keep connected to the head. It's not going to be a crazy animation. So I'm going to need hands. I'm going to need a hand with the screwdriver, and then I'm going to need a hand with his handkerchief, just kind of patting his head down. So I'm thinking left hands, right hands. Close that, and we got all these right here. We just got to separate them. Make sure all the right parts are together. Probably gonna make composites for like the left and right hand and arms too. Since the hands are in the front, I'm gonna keep them up here. Y'all gonna get updates in the Discord. I just sent a new newsletter out recently, so if you guys want updates on what's going on and what I'm planning to do this year, I'd suggest going to my website and subscribing for the updates. Trust me, I got a lot going on this year. I'm gonna be a busy boy. So mouth is in the front, glasses, I think the glasses should be behind because he's got a big nose. Pupils behind the glasses, but behind the mouth. Got the brows behind there. Way at the bottom, and then the head. So we got these comps. Let's go to that. And go arm comp. I'm so glad I don't gotta do like too many feet. I will have to do like a frame by frame for the next scene, but it's not gonna be super crazy. But I'm gonna reuse a lot of this for like a back and forth kind of shot. Normally if I was smart and I was an X-sheet scripter, I'd be able to be like, hey, these are the frames going for this and this, so we're gonna make 2 scenes with this frame to create this. But I like doing this in a linear fashion. So like just that linear fashion just makes things like so much more easier for me as an animator, because I already know how it's gonna look. I don't have to communicate it to anybody, you know? Alright, let's add these here. Gotta be sure to use them because I'm very bad at that sometimes. Body comp I'm gonna leave here. This guy's probably gonna be way up here. And we'll just make this. It's technically gonna be behind the arms, so I think the arms are gonna be in front of everything. So theoretically it should look more like this. There we go. Then the body's technically the thing furthest in the back. These guys are gonna be over here. I'll drag them in a little bit. I am hungry. I should have had like a bigger lunch. Thing is, like, I've been so crazy with the food, I've stretched my stomach out. So I'm kind of like, I need to let it shrink down before I start eating all crazy again. Holidays will do that to you, man. Especially if you're into tamales. If you do tamales, you could do like 30 in a day. One sitting and your stomach just explodes. But, I mean, I've been also trying to like do cardio to kind of make up for that kind of stuff. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a nutrition scientist. I can't tell you what's good for that. I look at YouTube videos to figure out a lot of things. YouTube Academy, born and raised. We're going head comp. Sorry, lost my train of thought. There we go. Okay, cool. These are all laid out. I'm just gonna start drawing stuff. Body in the back. I'm gonna start with a square. This one's interesting too because I got a textured pen that I'm using, so I'm kind of like excited to use it. I don't even want it to be filled yet. Might fill it with something else. I'm gonna start it about here. I'm just gonna add nodes to these. I'm smart. I'm very smart. There we go. I'll just do that to do that. Let's widen them out. I'm gonna put some shoulders on them. Just like Toon Boom makes everything so much easier with these vectors. Like Flash, why don't you just take a note out of this? This is what people want in their Flash. I don't animate with Flash anymore though, so I can't speak for y'all. What I can do, however, is put a man in a business suit. Mr. Martin. Gotta remember to hit back on that regular layer so I'm not like stuck in this overlayer thing. I'm kind of guesstimating all this stuff too, like it's not accurate at all to a T or anything. Give me the contours. Look at that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. This fat bulge is supposed to like be where his neck is. I have it on the upper layer too because it just makes it so much easier. It makes it so much easier. Okay, so that's that. I can throw a tie on this thing. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Small details just done on the thing, done on the fly. He's gonna have a business suit, so he needs like yet another layer of business stuff here. Not familiar how a lot of business suits look. Usually jackets are kind of like that, right? I'd like to get that contour though. See that? I think that's how they kind of work out. I think that's kind of how it's supposed to look. I think. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. I go down here though. Okay. I'm still on the body. I should be on the body still. Ah, god damn it! I was doing everything on the mounts, wasn't I? Oh, okay, cool, cool. Crisis averted. I'm gonna do this here. No, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do like a weird tuxedo thing to show that these parts are all gonna be white. And I can drag it all the way down. All this is gonna be like penguin suit, and then the rest of this is just gonna be white. I gotta do it strategically. There we go. All white t-shirt. The rest of it's gonna be penguin. My previous one was pretty raunchy. I was very proud of it. I was so very proud of my things. Give him like a navy blue. Let's read another blue. I'm gonna do navy black because it's his original suit on the piece is kind of super dark. But if we give it a slight blue, it should kind of give us a little bit more pop. A little bit more pop. Do black blue, see if that helps. And then we'll do another one where it's slightly lighter. Do that, and then what we can do is on this overlayer, that's where we'll start adding this stuff. There we go. Come on, man, we just need you to close these gaps. What's going on? Oh, yeah, because it's open. Yeah, silly me. There we go. It's just like, what the hell is going on? I came here to kick some ass. It's gonna be white. That's gonna be white. It's gonna be white in here. And then I'm gonna leave that blank. I'm gonna give him a purple tie. This is what we had him in last time. And I think that'll do for that. At least for that. Okay, it makes the arms easier to make. Trying to give myself enough time to do everything. but I don't want to rush through this. I just really want to kind of coast. We could put him in a T pose also. Shouldn't be too tough. So this underlayer. Turn that off, we don't need that. Alright, let's see. He's got the body. We're going to do the arms. We'll do the hands later. The hands are actually supposed to be in front of the arms. So we'll swap that around. There we go. Got a lot of emails. I asked a lot of people to join me this year on Scribbled States. I have a few surprise people that you wouldn't think would be willing to come onto Scribbled States, but I'm very grateful that they decided that I'll just say worthy of their time, you know. But I'm super stoked to the Scribbled States content that I will be releasing this year. Super stoked on it. And I'm very excited to meet a few of the new guests. Like, they're people that I aspire to be like and have influenced me in my voyage. And it's cool. They say not to meet your heroes, but like, you know, when your heroes are involved in so much of their passion, and I've done so much for you through their passions, it's like, it's hard not to just meet your heroes, you know. I aspire to meet my heroes, at least, and get some like creative viewpoints. It's kind of the goal. I just want to see, I want to pick at their brains and then see what how they process in the art world, you know. Because not everyone processes the same. It's always something different. Make sure I'm on the right color. We're going to use black glue. Yeah. It's just so much easier to do things this way. Honestly, I really do hope I get everything in here so I don't waste a lot of your time doing this setup. Considering that I've been doing setup for years, it's like, it's getting easier and easier. So I really hope that you guys don't mind it. I do enjoy it. At the same time, it's like, setup's like half the work, man. Setting up is a lot of work, but it's half the work. I'm gonna hand draw the hands, but I want to get all this stuff ready first. I think the last one I used was like a square for the head also. Because he's got some gels on him. Our boy's got some gels. And it's fine. So I gave the Christmas cards out at work, and I completely botched one of the characters. And she confronted me. She was just like, "You think I look like this?" And I was like, "No, but I did my best." I felt so bad. But at the same time, it's just like, what am I going to do? I can't go back in time and like fix it. I did my best, and that's all I could hope for. You know? Lesson of this story: do your best all the time. And if it's not enough, eventually you'll get critique that it may or may not be enough. Eventually. And don't be scared to... I don't want to say hurt someone's feelings, but don't be scared to live your life to the fullest. Don't be scared of failure. This failure will teach you a lot about yourself, you know? We're gonna go like this. A nice hand-drawn feel to it. I want the cheeks out a little bit more. They're all squished up with the tie. Well, not so much cheeks, it's like the jowls of this character. It's like his skin is more than his face. You know, like his jawline should be really good, but like his face is all morphed together. Big ears too. Can't hate on the character with really big ears. I'm always down for big-eared characters. Oh, just it's me all giddy. All giddy inside. Now I think we can go ahead and fill those colors in. Sorry, I'm checking. My schedule keeps beeping because I got to make sure that I get a hold of these people once I get a hold of them. And it's just one of those things. I do need to actually get a hold of a certain person that's going live in a little bit. But I'll save the surprises for later. I also got a lot of new merch out. So, end of the year, I ended up getting a new contract with a supplier. And they kind of bought me out from a previous supplier. So, like, be sure to go on my website and check out the new merch. It's really nice. You know, like, I have these screen prints that are really cool. And they are just phenomenal. Like I haven't seen the quality that good on like a print demand service in a while, and for print demand screen prints, that's just, you know, you can't not turn something like that down, but also you can't not appreciate the amount of work that's been done to it, you know? So go check that out. Go to Loot Concepts at the Loot Shop and check it out, you know? I took a lot of time to get these designs ready, and it's like, wait, hold on. Okay, thank God. I thought I did that differently. Yeah, I took a lot of time to get these things all ready, and really appreciate if y'all bought my merch and sported my goods. It would be really awesome. Fill tool, flesh colored. I'm doing this hella lazy too. I'm not going to go through every little thing, but watch me as I do this. There's a right way to do something, and this is the wrong way. So I wouldn't recommend doing this for a customer or a client if that's what your niche is, but this works for me if I'm the sole animator, because I know what layer everything is on. And I know how things get stacked. So if it's just you, you know, this is a good way to kind of go about doing this. All right, I need my vector line. This is going to be gray hair. And check out on this. I bring his sideburns up right here. And he's kind of got there we go. See that? You see that? Yeah. Just kind of put some wrinkles there. And there's our head. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Just be blowing through this. One right there. Grab the one, Control A, copy, brow 2. We'll invert it, boom, and we'll line them up right here. I'm putting them like the same distance about here. I like to eyeball it. I don't know if I told you, but like, what do they call it? Asymmetry makes things look a lot more beautiful when it's slightly off. I told myself I was gonna not draw on the overlayer for all of these things so I didn't have to fix this, but here I am fixing them. I'll do the pupils together, make sure they're a good distance apart. It's gonna fill with regular black. I'm gonna make them slightly smaller too. There we go. I'm gonna put them a little bit closer together, just a little bit. That's a weird trap mix. I could use like a master controller too on these things, but I don't think we need to go that far into rigging. Okay, now we gotta do mouths. We'll do mouths later. Let's see what he's gonna say.
That ought to do the trick.
So it's gonna be a smile. I'm gonna be smiling, but I'm gonna do the nose first because I want to get the glasses where they need to be. Could probably just make them the color also. Let's do this. That'll get us our base color. Let's fill it in with flesh. I really should just do something like that. I'm far too lazy for that. A laser, you can make an animation and make it look good. Will do a lot for you in the long run. So if you really want something to look good, go ahead and take your time. But if you just want something that's like wham bam thank you ma'am, go ahead and like take the time to put into it, you know. But my advice to you is if you're not focused on anything too crazy for quality, you know, try different things, you know. Alright, now we're going to draw his glass frames. I am going to do... Let's just do the frames first. And then we'll do the... No, not the frame. The glass first, and then we'll do the flames over it. The frames. Just need rectangles. Rectangles! We just copy this one and paste it over. Sometimes I like to be very smart. I think that'll work. Let me just copy all this stuff right here. Flip. Put it about the same spot. About the same spacing. Yep. Cool. Now we could do this. Oh, I messed up. I gotta be able to see where I'm drawing. Don't like that. We're supposed to fill that in with black. Should be able to get away with it here. There we go. Got some Martin right here. Where I did mess up though is I was supposed to put some... I could probably fix it with this. Use this, that puts the line work behind whatever's there. That comes in handy. Sometimes you just really need to throw some line work behind some stuff. Just take that off. I want to show where his eyes and cheeks are. And I think we can get away with them on the glasses area. Because if we put them on the face, they're going to stay where the face is. And if we need to like squint the eyes a little more, we can raise them with this eyebrow thing. Okay, so let's continue. Things just seem to work out. The glasses, this guy, this guy. He's really happy, so. He's got like fat lips in my character design. So I want to give him like a cheesy smile. Just like that. Probably drop this guy a little bit more. And these guys I'll probably point down a little bit more so that the top upper lip is a little bit more thinned out. Realistically, that's how it would be. So we'd have more of a curve like that, you know? So it'd be something like that. And that's where the baseline for the mouth is going to be when he starts to talk. But overall, when we have it together, boom. There's our buddy right there. Our protagonist, so to say. His hair needs to be bigger. So I'm going to go to the head and edit that. I think the head's on the overlayer. Do that. That'll work. I think I need to do a drawing just for sweat. So let's do that also. And we will animate the sweat as we will animate the sweat as needed. So it's not necessarily need to be done right now. In the meantime, we can get deformers ready. Should give us a lot more to do. So let's see, this guy's going to be a basic deformer. So we'll get the bottom, medium, shoulders, and head. Easy peasy, just like that. But I need to keep it smooth, at least for me when I look at it. Boy, do they like to start issues with me here. Okay, what else needs complex deformers? The brows? Maybe not. I'm just going to use pegs for everything on the face, to be honest. That should be easy enough to fix. And then you get these guys, make them a master peg so we can go to the face peg. There we go. That way it has precedence over all this stuff. Arms, I think we're going to do curves. We'll need this one. Because last time I did the envelope and I was very mad at myself. I was very, very mad at myself. I can't tell you guys how very, very mad I was. But I was very mad. And it's like, why did I do that to myself? Why couldn't I just add them here and be happy? And it was because I like to make things complicated as I possibly can, and I like to do things the hard way, but you don't always have to do things the hard way. So this is me practicing not doing things the hard way. So I don't have to, right? Okay, now we go to this guy. We gotta make sure he's all leveled up. Got our offset. Curve 1 is up here. Offset's on the bottom. Curve 2's in between. Oh, no, actually offset's on top, because that connects to everything else. So it'll be like that. We gotta do the same thing with this arm. And yeah, we do gotta draw hands. So look at that. We'll get some hands drawn in. Originally I was going to do TikTok live, but I feel I haven't done anything in YouTube for a while. So my present to you guys for Christmas is me doing this as a belated present to make up for the lack of not rapport. What's the word I'm looking for? That rhymed. Mom spaghetti, you're not ready. Vomit on my sweater already. Lost train of thought. It's because I'm getting hungry. I need to have a little snacky snack before I go to the gym too. So I'm gonna reward myself. Be like, you know what, gym time. Gym time is my present to myself. Gym time and a big frickin' dinner. That's so bad, but I wasn't raised white. I was raised by a pack of wolves. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. There we go. So now we gotta get the curve. That is exactly what we need. Just like that. And then we could place these guys in the meantime. Add peg. Simple, simple. Eyebrow peg. Right there. Other eyebrow peg. Right there. Pupils I like to do in the center. Use the center of the nose. I got the mouth right here, which we hardly ever use. It's just to keep it in line with everything else. This one, sometimes I use it. Kind of creates a little bit more bounce where it's needed. And that, we'll just use the basic head one again. Look at that. Look at that. This one also goes down here. So we need this guy to pivot where it needs to pivot. So, that does everything, at least to get this rig portion set up. Now we need to draw hands. Screwdriver is going to be on this side. Let's focus on getting that one done. So when you hold something, when you're holding a screwdriver, you're kind of like that, right? So it's just going to be his knuckles over everything else, which I will attempt to do. Oh. I have to lower this a little bit. There, now you guys can see more of me wearing my Bob Ross shirt. These are actually going to be discontinued soon, so if you want one, you know, I'd go on the loot shop, lootconcepts.com, get yourself a pre-order if they're still up. All I know is that they have sold out pretty quick. I am surprised how many people actually like Bob Ross. You know, I thought it was like one of those things that was like I love Bob Ross too, don't get me wrong, but I didn't realize there were like Bob Ross fans. And I really can't call it a Bob Ross shirt for legal purposes, since I know how his family is. Well, I don't know how his family is, but considering that his brother's fighting a lawsuit to gain rights to his family's name, like, I feel that's pretty messed up, you know what I mean? And I can't legally call my stuff Bob Ross merchandise, but what I can do is call it Crazy Bob, because it's a parody of a public figure. There we go. And there's his hand. I feel like this is not enough. I could probably get away with that. Alright, so let's do flesh color. And you know what's funny? We are on the layer I told myself I wasn't going to put it on. Good grief. Good grief. Good grief. Like, if I couldn't do something white, I guess I won't do it white at all. No, this is not gonna... This is also fighting me. Why are you fighting me? I am not the bad man. Bane. Oh, there's a lot going on here. See how inaccurate my hands are? See how wild my hands are. It's crazy, huh? There we go. We can color this bad boy. Oh no, it wants me to connect the back pieces. And like, this one's unconnected. I'm aware of that. There we go. Just holding the screwdriver and move it over a bit. think we can get away with that. Now, to hold a handkerchief to go like this, if I'm looking directly at the camera, the hand has to be closed almost, but with the two fingers out like this. So he's got the handkerchief and it pinches in between. So we could probably start with the fabric. Or we can throw it in the back and get away with it. Pause. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go take care of something real quick.
What? Hello. What? Hello. What? Hello. What? Hello.
Okay, and I'm back. I am back. Like I said, we're probably just going to draw this one last hand, and then we're going to finish that up because it is already my dog's dinner time. Just got two fingers here. Two fingers here. Fingers here, and make sure they're about the same size. There we go. I think that'll do for that one. Check it out. I'm gonna make this flesh colored. Cool. Now we'll grab this guy, make the fill tool white, or let's do a teddy brown because that's going to be like paper towel brown actually. Sorry, not teddy brown. And then we're going to create a cloth. And it's behind there, you see that? And I'll create some lines in here to kind of like emphasize that it's being squished. Create some texture on it, paper towel texture. And that should wipe him. But like a bad boy, I totally didn't use the right layer because I'm super smart. That's why we're going to copy it and place it on this other layer because I'm very, very smart. X, and then we'll go here, we go paste, and then he's good. He's good, it's fine. Nothing happened, Batman. No need to worry. Right here where we need to be. The hands are over, but they should be under, at least for this. I'm so bad. I'm not doing this the way I told myself I was going to do this in the first place. And then we will go here. I think this episode I'm going to keep it to like setup. And then the next episode, I will probably be on Twitch. So go to Lewd Concepts, and then go to Twitch, and then be sure to add me on Twitch because I like to vibe there because I can listen to whatever music I like to. It really sucks to have to like do just this stuff, you know? Like, man, I want to listen to like Slipknot and like other stuff that's copywritten, but you know, if this is where it is, then this is where it is. I can't really do much about that, right? Oh, I got that ass words. No need to worry. I'll do this. I'll do this because I like chocolate milk. But yeah, add me on Twitch, Lewd Concepts. Looks like a horror film. Yeah, add me on Twitch, Lewd Concepts, and watch me animate there. If you like this tutorial, I would go ahead and hit the Lewd Concepts website and check out my podcast tab. It should be under lewdconcepts.com/rearted because I haven't changed the domain name yet. And also, check out a lot of the Jurassic Narc stuff that I got set up. I'm going to be posting new approved concept art for the series, and I also have a lot of announcements coming up. New merch, limited merch. If you like merch, go to my online store at lewdconcepts.com and you'll hit the Lewd shop, and there's going to be select stuff going off sale, but I will have sales starting mid-January going into the springtime. So be sure again to go to lewdconcepts.com, get some services and sales stuff that you like, and until next time,